So welcome, my name is Mark Armiento, and I help people self-heal through life balance advantage, so the happiness that they deserve is theirs and that they know that they are blessed. So today I just wanted to spend a few moments going over some of the major concepts that gave birth to the book Sleepwalking on a Tightrope. And I am so thrilled to have that text in my hand these days. It's recently been published, and there are so many concepts that are in this book that I think can change people's lives. And what I would like to do is spend a few moments talking about a few of them. And I think by the end of the presentation, you'll not only have some idea about some of the things that could give birth to a new life in you, but also ways in which to detect things that may be challenges currently in your life that you might want to take a look at, and solutions to help you transition from those challenges so that the life balance that you deserve in your life is yours. So first, people often ask, how did I come up with the title, Sleepwalking on a Tightrope? Well, in the last 30 some odd years, I've been spending a lot of time working with people as a licensed family therapist, and I do sports psychology as well at St. John's and other universities, as well as some team building in organizations around the country. And I am around people a lot, both young and old. And the thing that I noticed many years ago is that there were certain commonalities around people's concerns and challenges in their lives. And I thought, wouldn't it be something if I could find a way to help remediate some of those challenges without people spending a lot of time in labor-intensive therapeutic work, and in ways that would be economically sound for them? Because a lot of people that I serve are, again, not of the mindset at times to pursue therapeutic process, but also economically they can't really support those kinds of activities. So what I wanted to do is write a simple book so that people young and old could hear the message. And the message is basically around two particular premises. One is that people are not fully awake when they're walking around in life, and that's the term sleepwalking. Sleepwalking is really, I don't know if you know many people who have sleepwalked in their lives literally, but I had a brother who used to roam around the house at night, and when I asked him the next day why he was up, he'd look me straight in the eye and go, "Was I up?" And so I began to realize that that term worked for me because there are a lot of people who are not fully aware of their lives in many aspects, and they create a lot of adversity and challenges in their lives that create learning experiences in the long run, but challenge them physically in many ways. The term also on a tightrope, which is something that I kind of came up with because the life balance that I'm about to teach you about is multidimensional, meaning that you have to be able to keep yourself healthy, mind, body, and spirit. And so the tightrope is about creating balance in your life. And think about it. If you were sleepwalking on a tightrope, the chances are very, very good that you're going to end up falling repetitively. And so I'm meeting people in my life that come to me because of challenges that not only happen once, but happen many times in their lives. So I want to spend some time talking about waking up from the sleepwalk, so to speak. My perspective of working with clients all these years is that I don't know a person that is not under stress. And stress is killing people, mind, body, and spirit. And the challenge is, most of the time, folks are unaware of the impact that stress is having on their life. So simply put, you can tell when people are absorbing challenges in their life and having difficulty kind of processing that from a woken state, I should say, because what they do is they end up creating challenges in the form of physical, emotional, and mental symptoms. So people's, again, physical domain, you'll see that 68% of folks, especially adults, are overweight or obese, and a lot of times people are having challenges with their emotional perspective as well because they're riddled with panic attacks or anxiety that perpetuates their day. And they have challenges not only in terms of their thinking, but their feelings. There are people who have challenges in their emotional system where their feelings get the best of them. You will meet people oftentimes that don't even know, be honest with you, that they're having a feeling, let alone be able to express it. There are folks that are wrestling with inability to sleep. They have difficulty getting up. They're depressed at times. They are in places where they might be too anxious, or like most of us have had challenges and adversity and trauma in our lives. So people who have accumulated trauma through the years don't realize the impact that it's having on their mind, body, and spirit. So long and short is people need to kind of wake up to the fact that life is impacting them in ways that they need to make some corrective changes. But when people wake up, they don't wake up just necessarily all at once. There's a process. And the way in which I talk about the stages of awakening is fourfold. There are 4 stages: unconsciously unaware, then you move to consciously unaware, then consciously aware, and then unconsciously aware. So let me just go through them very quickly again. When you're unconsciously unaware, you don't know that you don't know, meaning that you have blind spots. And I see this a lot in my clinical practice, where people are repetitively self-harming themselves in many different ways. They're doing self-destructive behaviors. They are repetitively talking about being unhappy in their life. And again, they think things are happening to them like they're a victim, not that they're part of that creation. Somewhere in the learning process, they move to the second stage where they become consciously unaware. Is when you are aware that there are pieces in your life that are missing, meaning that repetitive bad things have been happening in a way, bad habits, that repeat, and you know something is missing, but you don't know exactly how to correct that. You might be searching for advice, maybe from a movie or from a book. Even Sleepwalking on a Tightrope might be your search to find a way out of some adversity that's going on in your life. As I'll talk about later, adversity happens, and it happens to create wake-up calls for all of us. Sooner or later, if you fall off the tightrope, so to speak, over and over again, the universe is going to try to wake you up. And I see in my practice and in the work I do, significantly, folks are waking up by adverse moments, by challenging moments. When you realize that you're consciously unaware, you begin to want to search out strategies that wake you up. When you become aware, you are much more mindful of the things you need to do to create positive change, both to change your physical health as well as your mental and emotional health. Sooner or later, that last phase, which is unconsciously aware, is you're just going to do it naturally, effortlessly, without much conscious attention. You're going to be practicing things that are good for you, that are healthy, without over-focusing and spending a lot of energy on it. So is there a possibility that in your life, even though you're looking at it through the lens of maybe waking up to certain things that you want to change, that there's going to be a moment in the future where things are just going to happen for you in a perfectly balanced way? And what I would say is that's the awareness that you would know that you're blessed and you're in synergy with the world and things are happening in unison with you. So what I'd like to do in a moment is start the second solution, because the first solution was just the waking up process from the sleepwalking. The second solution is, once you're awoken, what are some of the things you need to stay balanced on that tightrope of life? So taking the life balance advantage involves 5 steps. The first step is to be energized, and that's by looking at how you eat, how you rest, and how you exercise. And by the way, do you know that will reduce worry by 20%? The second life balance advantage step is to be clear and focus on how you're thinking and what you're thinking, because thinking can cause sickness or health. The third step is to be centered. Be aware of what you're feeling and have the voice to be able to express it. Did you know that meditation increases your happiness? The fourth step is to be connected. Did you know that the quality of your relationships impact your health? And that when you're in negative, toxic relationships, your physical health can be compromised? The fifth step is to be aligned with the meaning and purpose of your life. Happiness is a choice, and I think you're going to find that your happiness is directly related to you manifesting the mission that you're here to create. Solution 1 is simply to awaken, to realize those things that you need to learn to be able to balance your life, mind, body, and spirit. Wouldn't it be important to know where you're losing life energy? Based on a simple true-false questionnaire, the life balance analysis will lead you toward looking at those 5 domains: physical, emotional, mental, interpersonal, and spiritual, and discover which of those you're doing well and which of those 5 domains you're losing energy. With this life balance analysis, we can discover where and how you're losing life energy. Be energized, be clear, be centered, be connected, and be aligned. Now it's time to take action. Solution 4, probably the most important of all of them. If you had 1, 2, and 3, you had awareness of what you needed to shift in your life, you understood life balance advantage, and what specific domains to begin with for yourself. If you didn't take action, and that's solution 4, you would just be knowing without doing. Imagine, what if my life changed? What if my negative internal dialogue became positive? What if my toxic relationships became healthy? What if I lived a balanced life, mind, body, and spirit? What if your what ifs became reality? I am Mark Armiento from Life Balance Advantage. I help people self-heal through life balance so that the happiness that they deserve is theirs and they know they are blessed.